All right. All right. I think we are live. Conley, how's it going? What's up? Doing good, I think. Ooh, that's nice. Corey, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Customer C, how's it going? Audio, everything coming through all good, everybody? I hope. What's up? How's everybody doing? All good. Sweet, 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 sweet. Just checking some mail. Sweet, good amount of stuff. Sweet. Anyone going to Beat the Creek? I am not, but yeah, that is coming up. I know there are going to be a ton of people there, so looks to be another awesome event there. So wire management's never been like my skill set. I have zip ties and we zip tie stuff until at least it's out of my way. But I finally picked up some terminal connectors and terminal pliers. So at some point when I'm not so lazy, I'm going to go through and I can shorten all of my wires and just put on new ends and everything like that. So hopefully that'll actually work out really, really nice. Then picked up a little Vanquish, almost the mini pit mat deals there. So that's nice. And, oh yeah, black styrene. And we also got a new Silent Assassin in today for my class 1 because my Fury Tech ESC that I've been running in there was having severe power issues. And I swapped it out with a Mamba Micro X2 for now just to keep it going. But I really like my Silent Assassin ESC, so we got one. So we'll be all set and ready to rock and roll with that. Customer C, need to get my Mamba X2 installed in the C2. Well, there you go. Where'd I get what? The terminal connectors? If this is what you're talking about. I just searched on Amazon RC like JST connectors, and this popped up, and I got the pliers. Came with one box. It was like $25, and then I was like, screw it. I picked up another box for like $10 as well. So I have plenty of terminals and connectors. So I need to get that underway because that way I can shorten out a lot of wires, and that'll make it look really, really good. Corey, I'd love to go to Beat the Creek, but don't have a way there. Hear you there. Well, look who decided to go live. Yes, we are live. It's been a couple weeks. Wife had family and stuff in town last week. Didn't feel like going live or anything like that. And the week before, it was a rough week. So I was like, I needed a day off just to come home, recuperate. Next Thursday, I'm going to try, but I'll be out of town. Actually, I'll be in at the Toyota regional office for training. So I'm pretty sure I get back Thursday afternoon or Thursday night from that. So we'll see what time I get back from training, and see how that goes. What up, Jake? Gary, what's up? How's it going? Toby, what's up? Hope everyone's good out there. And we also picked up some black Lexan, so I can make some new inner fenders for my class 2, which we'll pull out here in a second. But yeah, Got the sound, I don't know. Got the Sound Assassin, and I actually had him do an XT30 plug on it this time instead of my normal XT60s. Just since all my batteries are XT30s, I don't have to run another adapter. So I actually need to, at least on my main trucks here, change the main connector to XT30s to match my battery so I don't have to run an adapter, but I haven't got around to it. So we're good there. And we got a BEC for this Sound Assassin, and I stocked up on some servo horns because I was running out of servo horns, so we snacked up on a couple servo horns and one new extended like 27 millimeter servo horn. So got plenty of servo horns now. So always good to have extra servo horns ready to rock and roll. JMS Hobbies, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Raymond, what's up? Justin, how's it going? And find a Ford motor mount for my C2. Nice. You going to learn some Toyota secrets? Well, I mean, there are some things. The training classes are good because it kind of keeps us up to date on what's happening, possibly behind closed doors, and just updates on so much new information. Like the one I'm going for is for the BZX4, which is our all-electric car that just came out. We actually got our first one at the dealership last week, and I got it all prepped and ready and shipped out Monday. But we got the car. We need to go for the special training and then some specialized training for higher tenured and master technicians that we're also going to be doing at the same time. We just kind of threw two classes together, so that's what I'll be going for. The little electric car is actually pretty. That thing's got, obviously it's got pep. It's electric cars. They're all torque. Instant torque and all of it. And this one was the all-wheel drive version, so it was extra peppy because it had a motor in the front and a motor in the back. So it scooted, to say the least. It got up and moved. So definitely pretty cool. Still weird seeing as many all-electric cars as we have in the Midwest because we don't have an abundance of charging stations, but we do. Actually, we have like 4 or 5 Teslas on our lot, oddly enough. So what are your opinions on the Rock Tire Super Swampers? I'm not familiar with that brand. The only Super Swamper I think I've used is the Proline Super Swamper. And that's just specifically on certain builds, and that's just on certain specific builds or like trail trucks. I don't like comp with that style of tire. I know people that do. I don't. So yeah. Plus, honestly, technology is always changing. I haven't been to some of these Toyota classes like our hybrid class. I finished Toyota hybrid training in class 10, 12 years ago. Our hybrids have changed an awful lot since then. So I'm hoping, I believe they said they're redoing and doing update classes for everything, which is good because one, it's a nice little mini vacation, but also it's good to get updates on all that stuff because there's always so much new stuff out there. Jimis, have I done the 8-channel momentary winch mix on the Noble 4? If so, you run the channel speed full or delayed. So on my Noble, yeah, I do 8-channel and I mix. I have my winch set up right here on this one, so I can winch out, and then I use this paddle here to winch in. So when I'm using it with one hand, I can hit that, winch out, and then I push the paddle and winch in. So everything's right there. I've heard about people running that you can do that full speed or delay it. I actually need to figure out how to delay it because I would like to possibly slow down the speed when I'm winching in. I want it full speed out so I can winch all the way out and hook up fast. But to delay it, I think would be very, very handy in certain situations if I could just slow it down a little bit. Because the Ninja winch, like I run fast winches. Fast winches aren't for everybody because they can get away from you real quick, and they're fast and they're strong. Stuff can break, stuff like that. So they are for everyone. It takes a good little bit to get fast winches under control. Like I said, they're not. I know people that absolutely dislike and refuse to use fast winches. They just want nice to say, but I think, yeah, so it's on channel speed. Okay, I'm going to look at that here in a second. So yeah, if I can slow it down just a scotch, maybe to have a little more, just, a little more control winching in, I think I would like that quite a bit. Remember, what do I think of the Trail Hunter from Toyota? Yeah, the Trail Hunter packages that are coming out are insane. I am curious about those. I would like to see the rest of our full specs and everything on them. I know ARB is involved a lot with that, because almost everything on it is ARB. So yeah, I'm really curious, more so in the suspension. I'm guessing it's just like TRD, like off-road suspension, which is Bilstein's, with probably like our Toyota, with the Toyota OEM like level kit, 3-inch lift here and there. So I'm really curious if it had like pro suspension with all those other options, that would be sold. I am waiting for the 2024 model year, mostly for the pro colors to be released. 22 and 23, the TRD Pro colors, because TRD Pros have specific colors. They're only available in specific colors each year. The Pro colors right now, the past 2 years, there's one orange that is really, really good, which I like, but the Pros can specifically come with a red camo interior, and I want that red camo interior. Obviously, it doesn't come as an option with an orange truck because it clashes. So, other than that, I'm waiting to see what the 2024 Pro colors are. I'm hoping there's a couple colors that we have that I'm hoping get put onto the Pro color lineup. If not, we'll go with a good old-fashioned like magnetic gray or something neutral again, like I have currently. But the Trail Hunter is definitely, those are going to sell because people can check everything they want. You want your roof rack, you want your rooftop tent, you can have everything just added to your checklist, and you have an overland trail ready built Tundra, Tacoma, 4Runner, and Sequoia. I think with Sequoia too, but at least Tundra, Tacoma, 4Runners for sure will have those ready to rock and roll. That is pretty cool. There's no one else that does that. You can control it in each direction differently. Do my drag car scale. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna have to look into that. Actually, 1 second here. I should be far enough away. Gary, Pro bumpers are up for pre-order from Black Betty Crawling Designs. So there you go. If you head over to Black Betty Crawling Designs on Facebook, they have Gary's got the bumpers up for pre-order for the SCX 10 Pro, which I should probably get over there and order a couple of those. I have so much stuff I need, or I'm so far behind on so much stuff. So far behind on so much stuff. Let's see here. Let's go class 2. Let's see here. Channel speed. No kidding. I need a battery. We're just going to grab this big one real quick. Customer C, turn aside for C2 and C3 whether or not to switch to straight axle. Honestly, I mean, a lot of it is and can be personal preference. Straight axles still do good, still dominate, and still podium on a regular at major events, period. Portals also have their advantages and stuff too. I mean, I have a portal class 2 and I have a straight axle class 2. Class 1, portals, period. Class 3, again, that can go either one. That, again, comes down to like personal preference and stuff like that. mess with that. Okay, we'll mess with that later. And that's why we catch trucks. Yes, Noble signal. I learned a lot of stuff on this today. I figured out how to mess with the exponentials, and then Theron showed me that this whole time I did not know I could individually change the color of my LED indicator, and Theron showed me how to do that. So actually, I was super, super happy to get that accomplished. Corey, or different brand of the Chinese Hyrax. Okay. That's probably, I mean, a lot of times those compounds are not my favorite compounds at all. Generally, those compounds are a lot harder. They're not soft. So generally, stuff that like that, I stay away from a little bit. Hey, Gary, thanks, Tim, for all your. Oh, dude, my pleasure. Like I said, it's been hectic. Still getting used to. Still getting hectic and getting used to everything. But listen, I am behind so much. I need another video on the Pro, a video here on the Warhawk before it gets done. I have update videos, Elements back up. I put a bunch of stuff in Element. Just all the other general stuff that I've purchased and just been working on. I'm trying to get caught up. But a lot of times lately, I've just been wore out. RC, my pro ship, nice. Very, very awesome. I saw that RPP Hobby and A-Main has the pros in stock, and they're shipping. Also, the Pro body is out as well. Both Axial and others have them in stock on the website and ready to ship. So I actually need to order one of those bodies. I did find some tusks in stock today, so I ordered another pair of tusks. Why? Because they're unicorns, so when I see them in stock, I tend to order a set. And plus, I'm a wheel whore. I have lots of wheels. Looking forward to meeting you in June. Oh, yes, it is going to be a fun event. Super, super awesome. I'm excited. JMS, you can assign a trim wheel to the channel speed and adjust on the fly. Okay. We're gonna have to look into that a little bit more. I like it. I think my C2, I will try straight axles with the 4-motor mount and then try forwards. Yeah, there you go. Just honestly get a rig together and just drive it. Getting your truck together and getting as much drive time with the truck as possible is more important than honestly straight axle versus portal axle. If you don't have a lot of drive time with the actual rig and seeing how the chassis performs and stuff like that, it can do. I mean, drive time is the most important thing. Period. Probably the most serious competition out of all the YouTubers. Also, that's going to be fun. It is going to be a blast. And yes, it is awesome. I'm looking forward to hanging out and seeing Josh and Matt again. Super awesome guys. They were so cool last year. We met them at Nationals. Super friendly and awesome to hang out with, and laughs all around. Shane, what's up? Don't ignore me, Bubbles. Dipping into the world of RC and learning how much of a money pit and a rabbit hole it can be. Jim, I didn't know you could change colors. I did not either. I thought it would just turn green when you were charging and turn red when it was low. And Theron, when we were at our last comp, I turned handed him his controller. I was like, oh, dude, your stuff's red. Your battery's dead. He's like, no, I just changed the color of the LED. I was like, what? So it's actually pretty quick now. But yeah, messing around with the exponential, because that basically puts a throttle curve into whatever you're doing. So if you go to the settings and then go to system and then go to LED, and then you can set your type and you can change all the colors, red, green, blue, yellow, or white. And I chose white on mine. And you can change it, how it flashes and all that other stuff too. So yeah, definitely looks pretty cool. I did not know you could do that, and Theron showed me how. We both sent each other videos. So like I figured out how to get the exponentials changed for us because we needed to tune down some of our reverse on our ESC setups. So I sent him how to do that, and then he sent me how to change LEDs. It's called teamwork. Hobbytown also, yes, Hobbytown does have them in stock as well. So yeah, they looks like, I think Axial and all them, I think they went a little overboard probably. I think that's why it took a little bit longer for them to get in stock. I think they ordered a lot more and had a lot more produced and got them ready to rock and roll. But how do you like the tusks and what foams are on them? The tusk, I know I missed one here. Real second one. Whoa. Oh, Toby, I missed a question here. So hold on 1 second. I will answer your other question too. I knew I missed one. But the tusk are my favorite tire. I like the tusk a lot. 1 set, 2 sets, 3 sets, 4 sets, and a 5th set on the way. Now, Kiddo's trucks have the tusk too. And I made cut and shut tusks for my class 3. Tusks are really good. They do amazing at our local area. Amazing in our local area. Hyrax, I have started playing with the Hyrax again. Hyrax don't necessarily do the best at our local area just with the type of rock we have, and we have some real fine like dirt and sand in areas, and the Hyraxes do not like that, and they lose traction real quick necessarily in our local area. But elsewhere in other competitions where traction for days, like Little Rock Village for Nationals was last year, anywhere, Crawlapalooza, Hyraxes are a solid tire, and they work. You can count that the Hyraxes are going to work just about anywhere. Now, there are certain things, the tusks, their weakness, I'd say, would probably be like super wet rock, or there was another rock. Was it limestone? Limestone didn't like, but there's a lot of tires that don't like limestone, so I don't hold that against them. But overall, the tusks have done really well for me. I like just overall, and especially here on the side, I really like these side lugs on the tusks a lot. And foams, I have a mixed match of dual stage foams in a couple sets of them, and I also run them with the 4.9 anti foams a lot of times. I need to get a set of tusks. I have 10 plus comps on the chassis between straight and portals. My all pro. Oh, there you go. All the drive time. You're good. Toby, back to your other question. 3D printed foams or dual stage foams. It depends on the tire and the truck. I have and run both. Standard, normal, dual stage foams, and I do run anti foams as well. It's just certain trucks, and like I have this set of tusks here with standard dual stage foams, and these are Super Shafty V3 wheels. And then over here, I have tusks on Super Shafty V3 wheels with 4.9 anti foams. These two tires on each truck do not cooperate, but on their own, they work amazing. Dual stage foams work better just for whatever reason. The way this truck sets with everything on it, this truck works better with a standard dual stage foam. The Reaper works better with the 4.9 anti foam. It's just all over the truck. It's just kind of how it is and how it fits. But for my class 3, the 2.2 anti foams are perfect for my tire and my truck and everything. I had regular dual stage foams and some custom foams that Theron made for me, but the 2.2 anti foams, we all have them in there now, and perfection. And as far as the Pro Body, it is not Sorka legal for class 2 because it is 4 inches tall, and class 2 requires a 4.25 inch tall body. Now you could make up that difference with sliders, but it is what it is. So, but 4 inches tall, so it would be legal and could be used in class 3 for sure. Also, is that a Thingiverse file for your camera mount? Yes, it is a Thingiverse file for the camera mount. I had Theron print up all these for me. This one here, just slides over the battery, so a little protection there. Has a standard GoPro mount, and there's also a file that slides over the screen and protects the whole screen. Which I had for a long time until I got the capo mount here. That's metal around it, so that protects it quite a bit. So running the OG SCX in Honcho in class 2, haven't been close to last place yet. I mean, you could drive a truck for a long time, and you know everything that truck can do. you can make it work, and you can make it do things that some trucks just shouldn't do sometimes. But yes, very nice. Brazen Scale, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Speaking of, we can finally, we've seen this on the live stream, but we can officially share more details on it now. This is the Mullet, which will be dropping tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Tomorrow. It's actually, if you didn't catch the live stream Monday night for Brazen Scale RC, click them, go to the live stream for Monday and watch it later. Tons of stuff on there. Then there was technically 4 new chassis drops during the live stream. There are 3 versions of this chassis. There is the Mullet here like I have. There are also 2 leaf spring versions of that chassis with a front leaf spring, rear link setup, and then front and rear leaf spring setups. Also, they talked about a new high-low chassis, all kinds of stuff. So definitely a very, very good live stream. If you did not watch the Brazen on Monday, go back and watch it. And also, Brazen goes live on Monday, so that we can RC and watch RC every day of the week. So definitely very cool. I said we've seen it a little bit here and there on the live stream, and we've actually seen lots of video of this truck unknowingly at times. Anytime my Class 2 was running, since about October, it had the Mullet in it. Rather went from version 1 to this one, and I was lucky enough. Lucas isn't on here, but he snagged one as well when we were in Crawlapalooza down at Disney last October, and have been running it since. And I've put a ton of different combinations in this chassis: straight axles, small LCG transmission, straight axles, Ford motor mount setups, AR45 portals that I ran for a very long time, also with the Team Project Ford motor mount setup, and then now currently with Vanquish F10 portal axles and the XO Alpinus transmission, which for T cases right now, the XO transmissions are my highly recommended ones. There are 2 options with the Alpinus to have 28% overdrive or 0% overdrive, or the Climber transmission, which is about half its size and 0% overdrive. So solid options, and they count as T cases, and they're all in one unit, so they can fit just about anywhere. So super excited about those, and we'll get some video on this. So I'll definitely get some video on this and everything. I was going to go ahead and I think I filmed it last night. I don't remember. It's either way. I finished filming the video and edit the video, but we'll try to launch it tomorrow or tomorrow night. I was just waiting for the when the chassis is actually out so I can link it properly. So we'll probably drop that tomorrow, and then I'll update the description with the Brazen website for all the chassis. So we'll already have this one on there, and then we'll see because how much Brazen's going to cost me over this weekend or the next week, hopefully. They have lots of things going on. I want one of the leaf spring chassis, and I want one of the new high-low chassis because I haven't built a high-low for myself personally. So I'm actually thinking about maybe stealing the kiddos and rotating one of my other chassis to his. I don't know. I have lots of things. Lots of things. But yeah. Ivan, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Toby, thanks for the not a problem. Not a problem. Mullet with Phoenix axles. So the chassis itself is just a Mullet, and I just have F10 portals front and rear. Now Wes does have a true high-low won't be tomorrow. Okay. Whew. I mean, it's good. It saves me money for a little bit. We just had too much gas to drop it all at once. That's no kidding. You guys, tomorrow's going to be a busy day. Were you still doing wheels tomorrow, or is that next week? I don't remember. Anyway, I'm going to try to get one of the leaf spring chassis tomorrow. If the high-low is going to be a week or two, that would actually work out much more beneficial for me, so I don't go completely broke before. I don't know why I need to buy 2 or 3 new chassis with the Team Garage Hack events a month out. I don't need to build new trucks, but I like building. But Wes actually does have, back to what I said, Wes actually does have a true Mullet on the Mullet, or is it his high-low? So he has an F10 straight axle front, and then he does have an F10 portal axle rear. And I believe he posted a picture on the Brazen fan page, just some teases of the axle where he had dremeled out in the diff to fit the reverse cut gears, which I actually have a set of reverse cut gears I specifically bought to try that, and I just haven't got around to it. So, I don't remember seeing your skid. Nice. Get my skid and winch, and then Brazen, get it tomorrow. I'm hoping my 4 more mount comp this weekend. Nice. Sounds good. Yeah, the wheels look good. Yeah, Brett's been busy. He's been cutting all kinds of stuff on top of actual normal working too. Like, they all have actual jobs too. Like, they do actual job every day, and then they do the fun job for all of us to keep all of us tiny little truckers happy. They work all the time. I haven't decided I may push wheels next week and then Hilo next week. Sweet. Okay, cool. Well, financially speaking, that works better for me. I can spread stuff out and actually just waiting. I do have a whole truck sold, so just waiting to make sure get it all finalized and stuff like that. And I'm be good to go. So sweet, that'll actually work good. So I'll try to snag a leaf spring truck tomorrow. Leaf spring. What am I going to? I'm probably going to strip down a truck and just swap everything over. Let me check which springs I have here. Over. Okay. Wes is awesome because I didn't know what I want. I don't build leaf spring trucks, so I wasn't sure if I needed under or over. So we got both. So we'll probably do the leaf spring chassis with some straight axle F10s. And then I guess pick a new scale body. I need to find another LC70. I think that would look good. I know I'll be going to the restaurant tomorrow about 3 o'clock and check out the Brazen side for Mullet. Yes. Yes. Tomorrow, and they posted when. I've shared it too. When it'll be. I think it's 6 o'clock tomorrow night. So that'll be a good day. Everyone can end Friday on the way home or right after you get home and you finish dinner. You can just open up your phone, hop over to Brazen, and order some chassis. 6 p.m. Eastern. That's 5 o'clock. Okay, so thanks. I'm gonna have to be ordering stuff while I'm in rush hour traffic. Thanks. Just kidding. So yeah, there you go. Get you a new leaf spring chassis tomorrow, or the Mullet here. Which, dude, this is awesome. If you've built or driven a Hilo and liked it, you know what it's capable of. The Ford chassis designs are amazing. Like you have all your weight needs to be forward. That's just where it is, and you can't calculate. I mean, when you're measuring, your weight distribution, 60%, 40%, stuff like that. Your weight's generally in the front, and you can calculate and you can do all you want. But once your truck leaves flat surface, all that's kind of it's not out the window, but it's so hard to calculate because then you're like, okay, so where actually is the more weight now? Where's the weight transfer? What does each thing weigh? So you just do the best you can. But I really enjoy the Ford skid designs on this. This, I've just had a blast with it. So everything's right there, and everything just flows nice. You come up over the obstacles, you're right there to the skid. I've posted a couple reels on Instagram and Facebook, whatnot, and seeing the breakover, and this thing can just go up and then up and over. It does great. And said I've done this chassis in multiple variations of axles, transmissions, and whatnot. So it has been super fun and has been a blast. And like I mentioned, it does take a little bit of work, but it does have forward motor mount slots, so you can put a forward motor mount in here. It does take a little bit of work, which, I mean, I don't mind doing. I like that part of it. I like seeing, can I make this work? So it's a Ford chassis design that can accept a forward motor mount and is a significantly forward design chassis. Jose, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Jan, what's up? How's it going? Thanks for tuning in as well, brother. If you must, got a Fusion Pro to fit my C1 Pro with forward motor mount. That's a tight fit. That's a tight fit. Definitely, that's actually good to know, though. I've heard a lot of people ask about that. So, I want to set for my son's Team Garage Jack Sherpa Air 44s. He just got a set of incisions right now. Nothing new with the SLW base up. Nice, gotcha. Yeah, I want because actually the wheels. I think Brett probably did it as a joke. So we were all asking about wheels during one of his live streams. Like, I could just leave them blank. We're like, actually, yes, leave the faces blank because that actually looks really, really good. So definitely going to try to snag a set of those when he gets time, when he gets them on there. Is what it is. Everyone's got to work, and we still need to make time for families and everything else, and just take a relax. Go crawl, clear your head, or just sit back on the couch. It's definitely needed, and I just don't think everyone gets enough of that anymore. If I swap straight next to my C2, I've said I have tins I might use for my Hilo. There you go. That might work. Carla J, what's going on? Just got off work. Very nice. Definitely nice to be out. We're just chilling and hanging out here. Went through a little mail and random stuff I got today. And just having a little fun hanging out. I get one of those. Got to get a set of shocks. Don't know what to go with. Okay, gotcha. Bracing forward motor mounts in those chassis do require some hobby. Yes, they do. And I will cover a little bit of that. I think the easiest way I did it, there is a file somewhere. I know others make them too. There is an SCX 4-bolt pattern style skid that has a 10 or 12 degree angle built into it. I used that, and it worked out really well. Or when you buy a creeper tee, they come with a little H angled wedge. I actually got mine and ordered a second one, and then basically stacked them and increased the angle of the skid. And actually, that made life a lot easier. Your front drive shaft, if you do this, will be extremely short. And an angled blank skid, I think, if I knew how to do anything remotely like designing, that I think would be something that I think would be cool to have. The normal skid bolt pattern, but like a 10 degree, built in, raise and blank. So then you can place and drill where you need to. Because I ended up I re-drilled mine in a couple spots, mostly because I had some wonky setups going on here. I was trying lots of different things. So, I had everything set up for one set of axles, and I put another set of axles. I need to move this. So I went from center axles to offset axles, and then having to change stuff around. Then I changed forward motor mounts. I tried both Team Garage Jack in there, and then actually ended up using the Squints RC14 until I was done, until I got the EXO transmission there. So it's possible. But if you're looking for simple T-case points and don't want to deal with forward motor mount stuff, the EXO, Alpinus, and Climber transmission are your best options. Or if you just want an awesome transmission, the Deluxe is super tiny and will fit anywhere. So there are transmissions options out there. But, I'm sure others like me, I enjoy the tinkering. I enjoy, can this work? Is it supposed to, can this work? Yes, I will make it work. It may not be pretty all the time, but it does work. Anyone headed to Beat the Creek? Yes, there were some other posts up there earlier about some people headed to Beat the Creek. Looks like it's going to be, there you go. Carla J is going. Custom RC getting a Squints RC4 from C2. Very nice. I'm glad Brett pointed me to in that direction. That is some awesome stuff. Ford motor mounts he makes are fantastic. I really would like to save up and get some of those axles at some point too. Scroll on his page, you can see he makes a lot of awesome stuff. It is really, really good stuff. That Squint's Ford motor mount was very awesome. But I mean, we'll see some more of this when we get the video. I mean, like I said, we've seen little teasers here. We've seen a little bit of it on the bench during live streams, but generally I've always had inner fenders or something covering a lot of this up. But again, just that overall design. I mean, based off the high-low Ford chassis design, but with chassis mounted servo options. So, which is when you're doing circuit events, it's an easy 5 points. And I'm not that great of a driver, so axle mounted servo and chassis mounted servo doesn't make a difference in how my truck drives or how I perform. I'm still going to smash skates. At least I'll take my easy 5 points for it. So yeah, having that ability and then just overall design and everything here are looking good. You're doing this in all the materials, carbon, aluminum, and G10. Pretty sure. I just want to get my story straight for my thing. Yeah, chassis mount servo and TKs are super easy 9 points. Yes, they're very easy 9 points, and if anything, they're beneficial 9 points in my opinion. I mean, most of the time our winch is already up here or somewhere close anyway, and I don't like stringing winches through and lines through everything, so it's easy for me. And everything is right there. Everything goes good. Everything fits. Super happy with just the way this thing has really performed. Yes, on the materials. So yes, so yeah, they will be available in all the materials: carbon, G10, and aluminum. So super awesome there. And I mean, honestly, everything is pretty good. I think these are high-low links in the rear, actually. Should be high-low links in the rear. But on C3, should I do chassis mounted servo with capper or keep servo? If you're using capper axles, just keep servo on axle. C3s, 50 points is still easy to hit without a chassis mounted servo, especially hard body or anything metal on your truck. You're going to hit 50 points easy on there without a problem. So that'll work there. And I did another little manga anime style paint scheme here. I figured, well, now that it's officially out of the bag and everything, we can put a new body on. Mostly with the Team Garage Hack event and everything coming up, I was like, get a nice fresh body on there, nice clean paint job and everything, save it, no scratches until the event next month. Oh, sorry, not next. June, like 45 days or something. It's close. It is almost too close. I'm at 30 points max for me, if you remember. Oh yeah, gotcha. That's right. You don't have to hit. You don't have to hit all the points, which, I mean, is pretty convenient. Hey, that actually worked. That actually worked really well. Okay, so we just need to make a second one of those. Oh, whatever. So, if I'm going to have to paint up the S6 cliffhanger and anime now, aren't I? Yes, you are, because that's what I ordered my S6, the cliffhanger for the 6. Same way. Actually, I have a sumo body too that I ordered specifically. I really like the sumo body so much. Except the roof is just too damn tall. Like, I don't know, I'm just being picky about it. But, I mean, had a couple comps where I've had a couple comps where that half-inch or so of extra tall roof makes a difference. So there were a couple times it was like really, really close. Nice, that worked. But I was like, man, if the body was just a little bit shorter, I would have cleared a little bit easier, or maybe not hit a gate. So that is going to work really good. I'm not going to attach these yet, mostly because I'm going to leave them off for doing the video on this chassis. I don't want to cover everything up and then immediately take it right back off. So, good there. That'll work. I'll just do a little trimming. A little trimming there will be fine. So, and like, I know it sucks because like I did this one. It's like I specifically had there was an 86 Corolla specifically real that I've seen in person that was painted like that. I was like, we're doing that, and it's kind of like Borderlands like too. And then like now all these paint jobs are popping up everywhere, but it's still, I don't care. It's still a style of paint that I've always enjoyed. Plus, I'm a huge anime fan, so I watch lots of anime, and I like that style, animation, stuff like that. I really enjoy. Now, it's obviously not a paint job I'm going to pick for like a scale truck, like super scale truck or like a class 0. No. But for like my class 1, 2, and 3, let's be honest, is there really much scale left to actual comp trucks? I don't think so. So that's how we do it. Theron, nerd. Yes. Theron, you know me, man. You've seen the shirts and clothes I wear. My glasses. We know I'm a nerd. Actually, I think the first actual anime that I watched was well, can't say way back, but Ronin Warriors was one of the first that I watched because it was one of the first ones that was dubbed and I could understand necessarily. That, and of course Dragon Ball, and we all watch Dragon Ball. Okay. So we're going to go just past the shock tower. That'll be good. So we're good there. My super scientific measuring here. I'm not cool enough to paint my trucks like that. I am not very good at painting or body work at all. But honestly, I am very proud. This one, I think the class one, I do think came out a lot better than I thought it did, and I think it's just overall, it came out a lot better. Like I got it all done. I sat there on pictures. I was like, I mean, it is very, very close. Now it looks, pictures can make stuff look a lot better. But Darren's like, dude, you did a really good job. Like it came out really, really cool. So definitely I think excited. Came in a lot better than I think I had initially thought it was going to. So definitely good when something actually works and comes out halfway decent. Have you watched the Afro Samurai's Magic? Yes, I have watched some. It's been a minute, but I have watched it, and at least some of it, if not all of it. Trying to remember. No, I'm scared we're just going to. I need to get a body for my VS410 and high-low. I mean, that's one thing. Like, I enjoy all the different builds and the bodies, stuff like that. Like, that's just another thing that I enjoy building and just seeing, what all we can do and how we can make these things look. Blam. That works really good. I mean, honestly, that's not too shabby. And the rear, if they were actually where they're supposed to be, a little bit of trimming back here, trim out just a little bit there. That, I'm not gonna lie, that's actually not too bad at all. And folded it over just a little bit to cover that up, and good to go. What's up, Scott? How's it going? Am I ready for the Rocky Mountain Regional? I'm ready to smash some gates. I am always ready to hit gates. But yeah, no, I think I'm ready. I think all the trucks should be good, ready to rock and roll. Not worried about anything there. They've been doing really, really good. So I'm very happy with the way the trucks are coming out. My Class 3, I am super, super happy with my Class 3, and the way it's been driving and performing lately has been really, really good, which means naturally I'll probably do absolutely trash in C3 up there. We'll see. Honestly, I think there's only like 75 people or 80 people, so top 100, I'll call it good. As long as I don't finish dead last, I'll be fine. And I mean, if all else fails, I'll just like push my kid's truck, make sure I beat my kid, and then we'll be okay. But yeah, I'm excited for it. It's gonna be fun. I am very, very excited for it. It's gonna be a very good time, indeed. I mentioned, like, I searched for black Lexan, which I very well could have simply just painted Lexan, but I didn't want to. Black Lexan's expensive. Like four of these 5x6, 4x6 sheets was like $12. Car only have red spray paint, so all of my RC vehicles are red except a few. Well, I mean, it's not bad. I know some that every truck is painted exactly the same, rather be a solid color or the same theme. It's just whatever. All of my cars used to just simply be one color, And then I would slowly added like a tape line, and I did 2 colors. And then I added some stickers and some stencils. I'm slowly getting there. Little by little, I'm getting a little more confident in painting and stuff like that. I have a bunch of airbrush paints and colors. I don't have a good brush. Mine sucks. So maybe I could sweet talk Theron and borrow his and then paint a body for Theron, and we can good to go. I also need to work on making better stencils. I need to get one of the I have paper, actual stencil sheets that I can draw out. I just need one of the trace boards. So I don't have one anymore. I used to when I made stuff for my other nerd stuff hobbies. I used to make stencils for the painting, but I don't know where it went. I just can't decide what to go with for my VS410. I mean, there's lots of bodies on the VS410 that looks good. Honestly, I still like the body that comes with the VS410s. The Scout bodies or the FJ style bodies that come on the Phoenix, they all look really good. You think I could get someone to trade a set of lightly used black D44s for my set of lightly used black F9 portals? I mean, D44s they're so hard to find right now, or the people that have them are just holding on to them. We're worth a shot, or if anything, maybe at least if there was any like cash difference, which shouldn't be much, I don't think, because black F9 portals they still go for what, $300-400 or so more. I haven't bought a set in a while. I like peanut butter, creamy. For some reason, my dogs like crunchy. Well, I mean, it is what it is. Everyone's got their thing. East Bay, a liquid mask makes your confidence higher too. Love that stuff. Ooh, that actually, thank you. Right, I actually do have. I actually did get some the other day. I just haven't got. I was wanting to figure out how to do it. Like, what I say, do you just simply just like lather a whole panel and then draw out or trace out what you want, and then obviously peel the excess? You need to watch some more videos. So I was trying to do small areas, and I don't think that worked that well. So I just need to like coat a whole area and then do the stuff and go from there. I mean, I've used it before in little things, just for like one specific area, and it's worked good. I haven't like drawn through the whole thing yet. As a kid, I also didn't get a body. Oh, I mean, you can find the bodies. People like go to the stock bodies all the time, for decent prices and whatnot. And plus, I mean, it's 12/3 wheelbase. There are tons of bodies out there. Like, I have my FJ body, the HPI FJ, that works great on the VS410. I just decided to try something different. Scott, I've been testing the new Jekyll and Hyde. It's been doing awesome for my new C2, so now I need to build a C3. Thinking about making my old C2 and just, you have one of those Jekyll and Hydes. I am so excited for that chassis. Austin teases us all too much. The thing looks really good. That is a builder's chassis, but again, that is something that I like. I like that part of it. I like the challenge of building. I like to actually build it. One second before I cut my fingers off here. We're good, and we saved a couple pieces. I know these were excessive, but these Milwaukee scissors are amazing. They cut through freaking everything. Entire area cut out, which one painted and layer ahead of time. Nice. Okay, sounds good. Sweet. Thank you very much. Sounds a good dude. I'm going to have to take a look at some of those here shortly then. That works good too. Sweet. All right, we have inner fenders for the class 2. We will put those on later after I do a video. Joey, what is your favorite tire foams? Depends on the tire and setup. Traditionally, I have a mixed match of dual stage foams that I use and anti-foams. So it depends on the tire and the overall setup. Big thing between weight, whether I go like a single stage anti-foam or the dual stage anti-foam, or if, depends on the tire, whether I go with the bigger 4.9 or the normal standard like 4.75. Building space parts, so I have almost 2 dozen trucks. Yes, I enjoy building a lot. Like there are some trucks like I've built and we've seen them on the channel, and then may only be one or video or half of another video on it because I enjoy the build a lot. Like I enjoy building the trucks and all that stuff. Here, alt films all the way. I mean, someday I might try those when there's like a more easier stateside vendor where I don't have to wait on things that long or different choices. But I mean, still at the end of the day, side hill on the 3D foams are still the best. I think that's just nature of it. But they look good and people like them. So I mean, obviously they work. And again, everyone's got their preferences. Like I've certain foams that people like that I've tried. I'm like, I don't like these at all. And then there's foams that I enjoy and set up and they work great for my trucks. And then boom, they don't work with others. Too many ideas, not enough place to keep all my seat. Yes, exactly. So the build's a blast for me. I enjoy building, going through all the different stuff. And so like I like, even though I'm not good at painting, like I like setting up different bodies. I like setting up different wheel and tire combinations. So generally I have kind of a slew of stuff to go through and try out, stuff like that. But why she got foams? No others will do. I don't know. I don't know. I would have to feel them because just looking at them, not necessarily sure if I would like that. Like I don't know if I would like that density on all the way around necessarily. And these little things do wonders for me. But I wanted to try something here. So mostly just wanted to see how this looked. Whoa, sorry. I always end up, missed here. I always end up going back to my Crawler Innovations foam setups. Yeah, sometimes they work. And that's really what it comes down to. It's just personal preference is a lot of it. And honestly, I mean, there are some foams that like are really, really good, but then you try some others, you're like, I don't necessarily notice huge. The biggest foam that I noticed the biggest difference were with anti-foams. 3D foams, the side hill. That was the first thing I noticed with the anti-foams with the side hill was amazing. The tire held. It didn't even attempt to roll, but yet was still soft enough on approach to do normal tire things. And the tires held on my side hill. So That's what I like. Or, like, honestly, there's with like the Super Chefty with the V3 wheels, because they're narrow, the way they hold certain foams in there makes a world of a difference. Joe, is there a way to make TRX4 axles good? I mean, you do some grinding to like the bump stops and stuff like that so you can get more steering out of them. That's really the only increase you can really get to them. The whole C-hub area, I think, is still a little bulky. But you're still, even when you grind down the bump stops, so you get max steering of the TRX4 axles, at that point you're still probably just getting to, honestly, like some stock F10s or AR45s. And then if you grind those bump stops down, then they get that much more even. I mean, have I even ground? I haven't even touched these bump stops yet. Oh, yes, I have. I didn't look back. No? Yes, I did do a little bit here on the front just to get a little bit more out of them, but I mean, that's pretty good. I like that. Oh yeah, these. Right, I wasn't sure. I don't think I got these to actually fit yet. Wrong one. Yeah, crawler invasions. I mean, just again, a solid, reliable foam. I mean, and it's proven itself again and again and again. So, I said a lot of it's personal preference and rig. I said I was mentioned like these tusks with dual stage foams on the V3 wheel, and I have tusk with also the same V3 wheel with anti foams. Same tire, same wheel, different foam. And then on different trucks, one worked amazing on one truck, the other not so much. And so that's just kind of where it's set. Sometimes it's just something weird. Oh no. I don't know if I have any more hubs. Let's find another hub real quick. Eastgate tried some Proline dual stage, and when we were back to the crawler innovations, did not like the lack of bite. Side hill was still good though. Yeah, that's, I think, the Proline foams. I think they're just overall big. I mean, they're a large foam, so that I think is part of it. I think it's just a large foam. Those. I said I wasn't a huge fan of the Proline foams myself. Just didn't fit the tire right, or filled the tire too much. Kind of. I don't know. The tire, it just didn't feel right. So we did not go that way. Joey, do I like the Fusion Pro motor? It's a solid motor. I've seen lots of people run them. I haven't ran the Pro model, but I've ran other Fusions in the spectrum, and so they all have about the same feel. So, I mean, it's small and compact. Everything's all in one. It's not something that necessarily fits in a lot of my builds. I mean, honestly, I could probably fit a Fusion Pro in here. Are those like 80 millimeters or 60 millimeters deep? It would be very close. It would be close. And actually, I could probably fit a Fusion Pro in here with the skid, because I can unbolt the transmission and I can slide the transmission back, or I could also move the transmission over more if I needed to. So, I mean, probably could fit in here, but it's not a motor that I'm going to comp with. Yeah, not a motor that or combo that I'm going to comp with. I do drive for Three Brothers, so that is what is in my comp rigs. Actually, that's just what's in everything, just because with the new yellow jacket and that sensor black jacket motor, the control on those is still smoother for me and my feel, and just the way I drive my trucks. It has a better overall control and feel here. Just put the Home Hobby 10 shooter in my new build, bought another one just to have on hand for the future. Love it. Oh yeah, also yeah, the 10-pole motors this year have been quite insane. So we got our V3 and Tusk over here, and then we have pink V1s and Hyraxes there. Actually, overall, that's pretty good. This might be what we have to run at Team Garage. That looks good, but that also looks good. So many choices. Blind RC, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Hope all's well. Yes, I'm doing all right here for the most part. Doing pretty good, I think. I'll decide what I'm doing with that later. Still got plenty of other before I lose those wheel nuts. So yeah, it looks like lots of the accessories or add-ons for the Pro also just popped in stock just about everywhere. So that's good. Starting to see all that stuff. Got the Copperhead system on one rig. I like it so far. Copperhead was good, but it was hit or miss, it seemed. Either you had one and it worked great, or you had one and it was a nightmare. I had one worked great, one was a nightmare, and the other was worked good, then it became a nightmare, then it worked good again, type of deal. I do still have a Copperhead running my Tundra Truggy over here. And it is, actually, I think it was my first Copperhead, so it's still one that works really, really good. On those extreme outrunners from a current build with Crawlmaster from Deluxe. There you go. I have Copperhead burn suit batteries like crazy. Oh, that's... I don't think I've necessarily had that issue. Actually, that might not necessarily burnt through batteries, but it did not cooperate with batteries very well at all on one of the ones I did. I haven't tried to get anyone have experience with them. The extreme outrunners, no, I have not. It doesn't necessarily sound familiar. Taking my license. Here we go. Put you in there for a rainy day. all the electronics out of here. We'll do that in a little bit. It's gonna have a wheel storage collection over there here before too long. Also, the copperhead is good, at least for the slate motor anyway. Loving the Fusion SC. Putting a revolver in my SC extender. There you go. Yeah, I've seen a little bit about the SC for the price. That's a pretty good option, I'd say. So what's that, 70, 80 bucks for the SE, and it's the smaller can, so, and it's steel, so it's actually less bulky even than the aluminum one, so definitely options and whatnot out there right now. Okay. Everything unwrapped here. Channel 2. Come with me. There we go. Ha. Oh, BC. And man, that's a whole lot of ESC. So we're going to go from that to this 7.4. And we can plug in a BEC. So we go from a Mamba Micro X2 with the Castle BEC, because it doesn't have an internal one, to Silent Assassin with a BEC as well, 7.4. We'll worry about that later. Oh, and the deluxe one. I have not tried that. Yeah, the Crawlmaster. So that is that the Holmes Crawlmaster, or is it the deluxe silencer? Is what deluxe sells. That then also really good. I've seen lots of people use them, and they look really good, and they're nice. They're quiet and tons of control. Validation stuff. I got a 30-volt associated TS motor that ran my RC10 as a kid, and now it's in the Tribute RC 1974. Oh my, yeah. I mean, it's a lot longer than I've been in it, but I mean, it works. It works. Hector Dark. I've been getting a set of the Hyrax LPs or cut and shut for Class 3. Size-wise, they're going to be very, very similar. The LPs, I believe, are still a touch wider than your standard cut and shut tires. So if yeah, they're going to be a touch wider than your standard cut and shut tires, but they are there and they are available. So it does make that, actually getting the tires pretty easy. I said I have been doing some cut and shuts for a few. It's not bad. The Tusk are pretty easy. Other tires I haven't tried, so I'm not entirely sure how they go. But still be just fine. I think either one's honestly going to be. I think either one's going to be really good options. I really do. Obviously, the Hyrax, I have been seeing people using them, and they seem to like them a lot, and have been working. So, like I said, I wanted tusks specifically for class 3, so cut shut was that option there. One second here. Ooh, after 2 days, tired old 360 feet, so I gave it the tribute RC, tired all more. There you go. That works. Oh, sorry. Coco, what's up, Tim? Late to the party. I need to get me one of them Silent Assassins. Yes, Silent Assassin. I like it a lot. I've had my class 3's had it since a year now, and I've put it through 4S its entire existence, and it hasn't skipped a beat. I've had 0 issues with it. I like them a lot. That is, I recommend the crap out of that AC. It's really, really nice. And thanks, man. This will be my first RC comp crawler. Your videos have helped out a lot. No, awesome. Good to hear. I'm glad the videos do help. I'm glad to see they, do manage to get stuff done. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I couldn't remember the programming real quick. I don't care for Hyrax me, but it's like the Power Wagon. I mean, I can see that. Sweet. I can't remember how I had to do this. There we go. Yeah, so I'll tuck all the wires and everything in, but that is an outrunner right there. And so now that I have done that, yes, we're good there. Okay, let me catch up a little bit here. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing. Yeah, Hyraxes are a lot of stuff, but it's because Hyrax is still a tire that works. I mean, they still work. They're on podiums at every major national event or any large event period. The Hyraxes are still up there. They're still one of the best, if not the best, overall competing tire. But yeah, Power Wagon too. I mean, that's a thing. A lot of people choose what they like. So, man, did I bend another? Can't tell if that's my tire or if I've bent another wheel stub, which honestly is very, very possible.
Signal lost. Signal lost.
Signal is lost. If it works, though, yeah, if it works, it works. That's really what it all comes down to. Does it work? And it works. It works. And at that point, that's all that matters or needs to matter. We are probably going to cut her short here tonight. I do have a few things that I do still need to do. But we still got a few minutes here before we call it a night. Man, that is so much less wiring. That is really nice. Recently painted up a couple of cab-only cliffhangers. Thought I'd get away from the Power Wagon. Oh yeah, that cab-only cliffhanger does look pretty freaking sweet, though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't necessarily or generally run any cab-only vehicles. I wouldn't mind. They definitely look, and they can definitely look really, really good. Just almost everything I have. I don't really have a cheater style truck or just kind of a no circuit truck right now. Which I need to get one built. Maybe that's what I'll do with the new Hilo. I could probably do one of those. Probably do maybe 4-wheel steer F10 portals, maybe something along those lines. I think that would look pretty good. Local group is putting together a big trail run this weekend, but fortunately, I don't know if I'm actually going to make it to it, which is sad because it looks, again, like it'll be a really good time. I just don't know if I'm actually going to make it or not. Cliffhanger cab and a Proline crawler bug. The new Proline bug is a pretty sweet body. I enjoy it a lot. Soccer. Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff to do, and plus Cassie is going back to work too, so got to get all that other stuff situated. Not too shabby. And honestly, I don't have anything to drive necessarily. I think I have an Overlander winch I could probably put in the Phoenix or the Gatekeeper. But my Truggy, I can't mount a winch in my Truggy. And nothing else can take. I'd be swapping batteries. Yeah, I'd be swapping batteries all the time in all the other trucks, so I'd have to put in either the Phoenix or the Gatekeeper. I've driven the Phoenix in like 4 or 5 months, so I guess it could be about that time. But yeah, I don't know. I might be able to get out there for a little bit maybe, but I won't be there for the whole time. Too many weekend things going on a row. We'll pair up with the S6s. we could. I mean, I could drive that 6.6. It does not have a winch, but I don't think I would need a winch at air gap. I don't necessarily know if I could fit in places all the way through air gap with that 6.6. But yeah, there's another nice, other than, again, messy wiring, which I plan to fix, but that Silent Assassin, just nice tucks right there. Plain and simple. And all the rooms. And I got a new pinion in my class 1, or a new spur gear in my class 1, because I apparently shredded one the weekend before. So we're all good and back to normal there. Trail my C2 rig all the time, 850 milliamp batteries, last about 45 minutes or so each. I do have 850s, but actually they won't fit my comp rigs. The way I have stuff set up that, well, I mean, I could pull out or lift up the interior and put them in there, but mine are all close and built around 450s and 650s now. If I pull out interior, I probably could put them in there, but at the same time, I don't. I mean, they're all high overdrive, 30-40% overdrive trucks, and it's at least it's a 100 gate course. I mean, granted, I'm not full throttle the whole time, but I don't know if I want to be doing that, especially a month before the Rocky Mountain deal. I use 850s comp. I mean, I can occasionally sometimes, but 650s or 450s, I just need enough for the course. And everything's direct power, so I don't have to worry about BECs or anything like that necessarily. Losing volt, going down like that. So everything's direct power. Everything goes right off there. I just need enough for that 6-7 minutes. Call it good. 650 I think is about perfect, because I definitely finished with plenty. 450s, I would do 650s more so with any type of cold, because 450s generally last me plenty, except when it's cold. 450s, when it's cold, they become about like 250s. They do not. The cold eats the small batteries so quick. But, well, we are all good. I'm excited. This whole class 1's really came out really good too. I'm excited with the way it's all came out. So we'll probably run everything at least through Rocky Mountain, and then probably pick a class or two and start fresh and build a new one. I mean, because I said I enjoy the building part of it, so if anything, we'll just strip everything down, maybe pick out new frame rails or see what else there is, because there's always building. So I always enjoy building. There's always new stuff coming out. Ooh, my EXO actually is a class 1 chassis. I suppose when this is all said and done, I can move like the EXO to like class 1, and then do another chat. We'll do like the new Jack on high as class 2, and then do a brazen to class 3. We'll see what happens. We move stuff around. We like all the buildings. It'll probably just be the same chassis, just rotated from different classes. Because, well, both my class 1 and class 3, both of those are flat skid C1 chassis. Both my class 2s, they are 10-degree skids, with both the pace setter 10-degree and the Mullet is also 10-degree skid. Who knows, we might have a C1 leaf truck. You know, see how that turns out. I mean, I do have mounts for that portals. I do have F10 port. We can probably make something work. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call tonight early. So I still got a few errands here around the house and everything that I need to get taken care of. Well, there's still a little bit of time before bedtime. So, because I'm sleepy and I have to go to bed because I work early. So, as always, everyone, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Always nice to hang out with everyone, chit chat, see what everyone's been up to. Said I will try next week to get a live stream. I said it all depends on when I get back from training, whether it's a get back right before or if I get back plenty of time in the day. We'll see how that goes. But until next time, said everyone, have a good one as always. I'll try to get videos here on the Mullet out soon, the Warhawk, and then just a general, updates from the bench type of stuff we're working on, and then a few new brazen builds probably coming here soon. So again, thanks for tuning in as always, guys. Much appreciated. So have a good one, and Crawl on.